in the past, we did a video about Publishers Clearinghouse, and that's one of those videos that gets a lot of airplay on YouTube, which understandably makes me anxious. It's up there with the Disney Dogs DVD game and other things that I feel like a certain demographic of people watch, like without being dicks about it. And I feel like they're also the type of people that definitely would not understand the humor of this show. And that concerns me because that's how trouble starts. So I'm just going to not learn from my intuition because tonight's GatorUNbox kind of goes hand in hand with Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, I don't have a million envelopes that's going to take us 5.5 hours to open, but I do have a catalog of bullshit that actually somebody was I was at the post office checking the mail, and somebody was checking their mail, and they got this catalog and they were about to put it in the recycling bin, and I recognized what it was, and I asked the lady, I said, this is gonna sound awkward, but do you mind if you're just gonna recycle that? Can I take that catalog and just kind of thumb through it and see if there's... I basically BS'd her and said, just to see if there's anything I could buy, you know, get some Christmas shopping done early and see if I can place an order or whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, fine, here you go. So I got the Walter Drake Autumn 2020 catalog. It took me a lot longer than it should have for me to realize that Walter Drake is not the person from the Uncharted games. This catalog is the type of nonsense that shows up when you buy things off of the television, and when you buy the Mr. T Flavor Wave oven, your name gets put on a mailing list that to ensure that you will never not stop receiving catalogs of all sorts of great summer deals that you can buy in autumn of 2020 from Walter Drake, registered trademark. Unique products, exceptional values, guaranteed since 1947. I have no idea who Mr. Drake is, but he must be doing business pretty well to be in the biz for about 70 years. So, you know, hey, congratulations on, was that 73? 73 years in the biz, Walter? Nice one. Anyways, you know, you can see on the front right here, if you want to buy a giant calendar, page 2, right? That's that right there tells you all you need to know. Usually the big stuff is here is like, oh, this is going to be on page 40. This ugly, nasty nylon thing that you can cover a barbecue pit with, and a chair, and I guess a fucking gurney. I don't know what this is. $13. That's on page 92. You know, like, they don't just fucking go straight to giant calendar. Look, there they are. You know, like, that's... they usually, like... That's not how these things work. And from what I understand, I haven't really flipped through this magazine because I like to be surprised by what I see. But the way I understand it is that this appears to be a bunch of junk for old people because there are calendars that are dedicated to keeping track of doctor's appointments, compression socks to improve circulation in your legs, and then there's also, you know, giant large print calendar for people who can't fucking see anymore. So there's a lot of grandma, grandpa stuff in here, and that's really their target demographic. So without further ado, it's not a very long catalog. You know, we'll take a look at what we got, and we'll just you know, make some jokes about what there is. You know, here's their giant calendars, and unironically, they sell a calendar that, I shit you not, says live well, love much, laugh often. I mean, we fucking joke about that all the time. When we says, yeah, take that piece of wood and paint live, laugh, love on it, hang it up in some grandma's house or something. They're selling a calendar with literally exactly that on it. That's an option. That's an option. Live, laugh, live, love, fucking, okay. Look at this. Live, love, laugh, designer calendar, 1 year. That'll run you, how much does that say? $8.99? That'll run you $9. $9. Anyways, I just saw the bits pop up. I think there's laugh, and I think we got one more coming up. Hang on. Just wait for it. There it is, love. Here's one thing I like. Take a look at these jelly beans. This is discover 41 delicious flavors, including buttered popcorn. That's the one they fucking lead in with, is buttered goddamn popcorn. You have already lost me. French vanilla, you have not won me back. Tiramisu, still haven't won me back. Tutti Frutti, I am tentatively back on board. Roasted marshmallow, okay, that's a 50-50. And ice cream cake. You have lost me once again, because those all taste like shit. And it says, "Oh, so delicious" down here. For $20, you get a sack of knockoff Jelly Bellies. That's what these are, because they sell them at like Walmart. You can buy them at the store, and they are overpriced jelly beans because they are meant to be premium like Jelly Belly, but they don't cost $20 fucking. What? Why? 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 Look. Do you want 50 sponges for $13? How is that a similar TV product? Are you talking about SpongeBob? What the fuck is this? What else we got here? This is just all kinds of bed sheets. Decorative bed sheets. We got yellow, blue, white, and then we've got blue and white in floral pattern. That's all the colors that exist. We've got, what are these fucking things called? Doilies. You know, that style of like lace, embroidered lace. They've got seat cushions they've got the world's most uncomfortable seat cushions for the world's most uncomfortable chairs. If you want to buy the Ronco Vegematic, that thing is still around. It's still alive and kicking. It looks a little different than how it used to back in the 80s, but that is exactly what it is. Perfect slices in seconds. Basically, it's just a bunch of guitar strings held very taut, and you put an onion on top of this thing, and you just go like that, and boom, you got onion slices. Chances are these are prone to breaking, and I wouldn't trust it to cut an onion, much less. I noticed they've also cut cucumbers and cheese in this picture down there. If you're cutting white onions, cucumbers, and cheese, I don't want to know what the hell you're making. Do not invite me over to your house for dinner. There's a meatloaf pan. That says meatloaf pan drains grease. Bro, if you're making meatloaf that's greasy, you're fucking it up, okay? You making greasy meatloaf, you ain't putting enough breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs. You fuck something up, okay? You know, I know people say everyone's mom makes a good meatloaf. Everyone's mom or grandma has a great meatloaf recipe. Apparently not. Apparently there's such a thing as greasy meatloaf. What is this, Denny's? Get the hell out of here. And some other stuff fell out. Hang on, some paper fell out. Oh, it's Mr. Trebek, who's been the spokesperson for Colonial Penn Insurance for ever. I'm sure he's probably a customer now. Colonial Penn will pen your ass to the wall. Worried about final expenses? Not really. Whole life insurance plan, lock-in a rate, your coverage can't be canceled. You know, one easy plan, 3 great rates. Look at that. Get your free guide. Get your free guide on how to die. And this is free. If you want to set up a will or whatever, that'll cost you $15. Alex Trebek can't help with that. He might be the man that has all the answers, but he definitely doesn't have all of the last will and testament forms. Top-selling kitchen gadgets. Apparently, a regular-ass crank can opener has made the list of top-selling kitchen gadgets. It's like a fucking song from the 80s staying on the Billboard charts forever. Oh my god. Watkins Pure Vanilla Extract, 11 ounces. $20. $20 for 11 ounces of either almond, lemon, or vanilla extract. Do you understand how cheap? I mean, this is pure vanilla. It's not artificial vanilla, which there really is chemically no difference whatsoever, and it's a lot more ecologically friendly to synthesize vanillin than it is to get it from the beans themselves. It also, you know, prevents things like slave labor, but
If you just have to have it, it's $20. Again, you can go down to Walmart and it's literally half the price for the same bottle. I'm not even joking. Now, I'm not laughing at the handicapped, okay? I need to throw that one out there before, that's to define that laugh. This, because you guys know the handicap placards that people have. If you don't have a handicap plate on your car, then you have the thing you hang from the rear view, and it's a little whatever. But I guess if you're so prone to just wanting to rip it down, you can protect your handicap tag by fitting your hang tag inside a slightly larger clear hang tag that has a little hanger on it, so it hangs even further down into your line of sight. So it protects your handicap placard, so it won't rip or get lost. You won't have to spend time and money on a replacement. Clear plastic has a built-in hanger. Fits standard or California permits. That's good, because we all know things are ass backwards in California. I'm sure they had to engineer it before, like around the California permit. They were like, okay, well, first of all, a lot of old people in California, it's got to fit the California permit. Everything else is a bonus.
So, you want a Virgin Mary? Because we got one. She is almost 20 inches tall. It's very, very pequeño, Mary. It's very. That's not the Virgin Mary. That's Virgin Marito. She's very. She's very small. This is the religion. What? Hang on. We're focusing on this right here. Sell your home faster with Saint Joseph, the patron saint of family and household needs. If you bury this statue facing your home, focus, this is important. Can the property sell faster? Many are amazed at the results. Kit includes 4-inch height statue, story card, instructions, and a prayer card. $12. $12. I also know for something you just bear. It doesn't grow a plant. It doesn't do anything. This is basically voodoo, is essentially what this is. I noticed that down here there is a disclaimer that says California buyers need to see the order form for details. Probably because it is illegal to bury whatever the fuck this is made out of in the ground in California. Anyways, what fell out is Nutrisystem. Best part, eat free for 4 weeks. I'm not even gonna read the rest of this. If you're gonna give me free food for 4 weeks, I'm on board, because I'm fucking hungry. Okay, the food stamps can only take you so far. So I like how this right here, they've got this like dinky ass. This like, okay, if you don't know what Nutrisystem is, it's basically a calorie restricted diet. So they give you 3 meals and a snack and a milkshake drink every day, and that's all you're supposed to eat throughout the day, and it's calorie restricted, and you lose weight by eating less than 2,000 calories in a day. So essentially this right here, how they've zoomed way in on this pizza, and it also says serving suggestion down here, if we can focus on that. Yeah, how else you gonna serve a goddamn pizza? You throw it at the goddamn wall? This is literally like just a little bit bigger than the size of a bagel bite. I have seen these things before, and they are tiny. They are tiny. It's not filling at all. And then on the back, we've got Marie Osmond, who has definitely not been heavily photoshopped, because she is not that young looking. She looks like a mannequin. That's a picture of a JCPenney's mannequin wearing Marie Osmond's clothes. She lost 50 pounds. Weight loss, look at this disclaimer. She lost 50 pounds. Actually, the weight loss was on a prior program. Expect to lose an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week, which technically adds up on a restricted calorie diet with no exercise. 1 pound is roughly 3,500 calories. So if you only eat 1,500 calories a day, in 7 days you will have not consumed 3,500 calories, meaning that your body will have burned that from within its own reserves, and guess what? That's a pound. Fandramon has pointed out these LCD poker games. We've got casino-style fun on the go. It looks like Texas Hold'em, poker, and blackjack. Yes, Texas Hold'em and poker are different games. I know people use them interchangeably, but they are different games. How much do you think these cheap-ass LCD games are being sold for by Mr. Walter Drake? Let's do it on Price is Right. Price is Right. Closest without going over. So you can start out with bidding $1. So, anyways, they are asking $20 for a shitty poker handheld blackjack each, by the way. If you want all three, that's $60. That's $60 for all three of them. You could buy a real deck of cards at Walmart for $1.20, okay? And just play it yourself. Keep the game moving. Automatically shuffle decks in seconds. Just place cards in the side trays, push the button, roll this. I mean, you guys have seen these before. It's an automatic deck shuffler. They've made these since the late 70s. I remember in the early 2000s, a friend of mine found one of these at the local charity shop, and that must have been one of the ones that was made in like the 80s or the early 90s. It looked pretty old, and this was around the time that we were still playing classic Pokemon TCG, and he was like, dude, I don't have to shuffle my shit anymore. Neither of us do. We can just cut the deck in half, put the thing in here, and then it goes like that. Just do that a couple times, and then, you know, the deck is shuffled. Pokemon cards and trading cards, I believe, are not exactly the same size. So he split his deck in half and stuck it in that thing. And when he hit the button, it made it like 3 cards in and promptly jammed and ate his card. And I don't remember what card got stuck in the mechanism, but it was a holographic, and it basically destroyed the foil on the front of it. And he smashed this thing to get his cards out. Acupuncture, tension reliever, that's not a butt plug dilator thing, even though it kind of looks like it. If you've got nasty, crusty feet, which I'm not going to focus on, you can put that on your nasty fucking toenails. You know, they sell those fake teeth that you can clip in if you've... Basically, if like when you smile, if it looks like you were smiling for a baseball photo and then somebody just decided to throw a fastball and you caught it with your mouth, they sell those fake teeth that clip into like your upper row of teeth. That's all these are. They sell a pack of 100 single-use wet wipes for when you got the diarrhea dookie disaster. 100 wipes, $10, 10 cents a wipe, baby. Again, something you can buy a pack of for $10. You can buy 5,000 Cottonelle wipes at Walmart. I'm not even joking. They might not be as big as you know the Big Daddy ones here, but you know, Jesus. Again, we're still within the realm of you know, old people trying to use the bathroom and this helping them wipe, and hearing aids. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, now if there is one thing I will make fun of, it is something called stay in control of your sexual health. Let's take a look down here. That is a lipstick, or is that a... Hang on. Oh! See, that's not lipstick at all. See, the trash fire that I came from, lipstick has a completely different meaning. But this is discreet, hide-and-play, rechargeable lipstick. Slip this mini massager in your purse, along with your 10-blade scissors, for on-the-go pleasure. Features 10 vibration functions. Lipstick-shaped tip offers up to 2 hours of waterproof vibration. The inclusion of the term waterproof just makes it sound gross. It includes USB charging cable. It's made of silicone. You can charge it with USB. Top rated media storage. Guys, you can hold 50 CDs in this little zipper bag, this duffel bag. You could hold 37 DVDs or 18 VHS tapes. There's still there's still I'm not one to talk. I literally just went to a charity shop, and right down there is a 2-drawer VHS tape thing to hold. I got Time Cop down there. I got the 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas. I have a promotional screener copy of Cool Runnings. I have the entire 6-volume set of Rocky and Bullwinkle. You know, like, fuck me. I still buy VHS tapes because I like old media. But this is tacky, and I would not put them in a plastic duffel bag. They have this adorable little cat up here. Whimsical kitty helps in the home. With their polka dot nightshirt and cap, this cute kitty stands ready to hold your books, stop a door from closing, or keep papers in place. So it's basically just a paperweight. Weighs 3 pounds. I wouldn't use it as a doorstop, though, because, you know, old people are prone to tripping on things. You guys ready for this? Charming. Oh, here's the thing you put at the edge of... I was looking at this. I'm like, these are the things you put on the end of the ceiling fan pull chains to let you know which one is the fan and which one is the light bulb. Most fans come with little weights. Mine did. That has a little picture of a fan on it, and the other one has a picture of a light bulb on it. At my parents' house, because my parents, whoever put the fan in, I'm assuming it was my dad, because he was being stupid that day, he put them on backwards. So I fixed it, and that pissed them off, because it pissed me off that they were backwards. But it pissed them off when I fixed it, because they had gotten used to it being backwards, so that to turn the light on, you just pull the ceiling fan pull chain, and to turn the fan on, you pull the light pull chain. And I'm thinking, like, that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to switch them around and have them work the way that they're supposed to work. Here's some great stuff. Packers. You know, wall calendars for your favorite crappy sports teams. Joke-a-day calendars with, you know, that sassy old lady Maxine that with the sagging boobs that, you know, old people find funny. They say inner beauty is what matters. So I'm eating this really pretty cupcake. Well, I'm never telling another joke again because I certainly can't top that. Fucking, oh my god. Okay, now admittedly, they are also selling the contemporary one. Admittedly. But down here, they have for sale. Do you guys remember when they started minting quarters with the states on them? Do you guys remember that? Because they started doing that in 1999, and they stopped in 2008. They minted 5 new quarters every year for a decade, which is 50 states in the United States. They're selling an album for something that stopped being distributed 12 years ago. The first quarters that came out, like your Delawares and your Vermonts and things like that, are 21 years old. They're old enough to fucking drink. Holy shit! Okay, I'm covering up the price of this because we're gonna play another Price is Right. All right, closest without going over. I'm gonna read this to you. Enjoy. Fuck if it focuses. Enjoy your music on the go with this Naxa CD-CDR RW music player. Features 6-digit LCD display, programmable tracks, shuffle and repeat function, low battery indicator, includes headphone jack and earbuds, uses 2 AA batteries. They couldn't even be bothered to fucking include them. This is a shitty off-brand Walkman from a brand I have never heard of. How much do you think they are selling this for? Fandromon, it doesn't even play MP3s. It doesn't. You have to burn them onto a disc first. It is literally a crappy Discman. Okay, so closest without going over. So far, all of you have gone over. Fandromon has the lowest bid at $34.99. None of you get to play Plinko. You're all a little bit too high. It's not quite $35.
So while you guys are guessing again with the stream delay, sheep sniping at $5.86. Actually, Fandramon re-sniping with $23.23. Come on up, you get to spin the wheel because they are selling this fucking CD player for $27 goddamn dollars. $27 for a shitty CD. But it didn't even say it had skip protection.
So that's the Walter Drake catalog. Like I said, you can really tell the target demographic here. Like half the fucking catalog was different kinds of calendars. In fact, that was their lead-in on the cover. Half the cover, we got big ass calendars. Just look at page 2. Look, big ass calendar. So, I don't know why. I don't know why old people have a fascination with calendars. I mean, I still use a paper calendar, but I'm not gonna buy these weird-ass generic ones. I have like a Bob Ross calendar, right? I'm gonna buy something that's like themed after something I think is cool. I'm not gonna buy one that says live, laugh, love, much, laugh, joke, Walter Drake. So that's the Walter Drake catalog, autumn 2020. Guys, if you see anything you like, just Google Walter Drake. He will hit you up for twice the price. Free shipping if you buy. What is, okay, where was the order form? How do I get my free shipping? Free shipping with merchandise total of $49 or more. Except you have to. That offer expires October 7th, 2020. So you better get that. You better get that in right now. Like I said, this kind of harkens back to a soft spot for me, a kind of a funnier time in my life when, like I said, with that Sky Mall catalog. I remember looking through Sky Mall, like, whenever I would fly. I fly surprisingly often, and I remember reading the Sky Mall catalogs and just laughing at all the overpriced dumb shit they had in a Sky Mall catalog. The thing that sticks out to me the most, that was in every page of that every page, it was in every issue of Sky Mall, was their section of very, very expensive watches. And I'm sorry, they're not called watches. They're called chronographs to make them sound distinctive. Which, if you break it down, chronograph just means something that measures time. You know, like a watch. But they're not just going to call them watch because watches are what poor people wear. Chronographs are what jet-setting business employees, CEOs wear. And they were, I shit you not, they were watches that their selling point was that, like, they were these little square things with a little circle, and they were analog watches that looked like the dials and the meters and things that you would see in the cockpit of an airplane. And some of them had like a little compass built into like the corner or whatever. There was no digital functions on them or anything like that. And it was a digital watch. And the most expensive one that I remember seeing was $28,000. Not a joke. That is a watch for the price of a decent car. 28 grand for a fucking watch. And it's just an analog watch. It's not even a digital watch. It doesn't do shit. The Apple Watch is like $400 and you can check your fucking text messages on it. In the app, you can play games on that fucking thing. You can run Doom on an app. You can't really play Doom on an Apple Watch, but you can do it. You can't run Doom on a fucking Sky Mall chronograph. If I'm spending $28,000 on a fucking watch, it better be shooting James Bond lasers and shit out of it. It better fucking have a detonator for bombs and all kinds of crazy shit. $28,000 for a fucking watch? Get the hell out of here. And you read the thing, and it's like, it says includes precise quartz movement. I'm like, fucking quartz? For $28,000, that better be an atomic fucking watch that watches the fluctuations of electrons in a goddamn atom of hydrogen to be the most precise fucking timepiece on the planet. Quartz watches the Minions watch at Walmart that I can get for $11.99 is a quartz watch. Fuck you. You know, like, what? Who are you to charge 20? The only sales pitch that Sky Mall has is that you are 20,000 feet in the air, and the only time the proposition of a watch that costs 28 grand is going to sound remotely reasonable is when you're looking through their fucking catalog for the 4th time because, God forbid, you start a conversation with the person sitting next to you who smells like onions. Well, alright, you guys. That's Walter Drake. If you saw anything in here that may have interested you, you're probably too old to be watching Gatorbox. So I've been your host, Draco, for this segment of GatorUNbox. And if you're watching this and you're saying, hey, don't make fun of that egg slicer thing, that looks really useful, then I'm going to say, call your grandkids or text them or send them a message on Facebook or something. They're probably really lonely because everybody's miserable. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.